First of all, I think it's important that you model that you are also doing your best as a teacher. And then you say to your students, because I care so much about you, I'm going to do my best because I expect you to do your best. And in turn, they see that you're serious about it. And Dr. Colby's motto was always, your best is good enough. Only your best is good enough.
My favorite part about the Meadows is going to the library and getting Harry Potter.
I think the most important thing about teaching technology to younger students is teaching them how to think independently and not want that instant gratification, to keep trying. That problem solving is the hardest part for them. We use a game called Codable, so you move your fuzz from one end to the other, and so you have to figure out if he goes over and up and over and down or backwards in whatever direction he might be going. Especially with these coding apps or anything they're doing, their initial reaction when they don't know the answer or what to do is to raise their hand and say, how do I do this? And it's, well, what have you tried? And have you tried this? Did you try that? No. How many times did you try? Just once. Well, keep trying. We don't always get it right the first time. The first time you got on a bike, did you just go and you were fine? And they were like, no. And I said, okay, so it's the same with this. Just because you don't get it right the first time doesn't mean you stop.
My favorite part about the Meadows School is that you can be yourself. No one's gonna judge you about anything, and it's just gonna be, you can be weird if you wanna be weird, and you can be anything. You can be anything you want here.
It's pretty fun. Languages, they love it. The kids love it. And with all the different cultural background we have here, it's very well embraced, actually, languages. So that's a good thing. Having languages here in the lower school, starting like kindergarten 3 times a week, having Spanish, for example, I mean, it's amazing for them to develop this right part of the brain. I can see the difference of a kid coming with a background like that and a different background. In college, for example, they can get another language, a second or third language just like that, and it's not a problem for them. It's just like, it comes natural. That's a good thing.
What I've learned at the Meadows that will help me move forward is, I think, math and actually learning to read better. Before I couldn't read as well.
The thing I like the most about Meadows is the programs they have. Some people get awards, and some of the programs are really funny.
We teach kindness and respect by going ahead and modeling what it is to be a good citizen. We have a citizenship award program, and so students learn through the process of the examples of what the teachers provide to them to learn to be kind, to take care of themselves, to respect others. We feel that, the Meadows are a community of people, and so when you teach them these things, to take care of themselves and to be polite and to hold the door and say please, and that you hope that in return that this is going to go outside of the school and that they're going to reflect those same things in the community. When I taught kindergarten here, they would sit up nice and tall in their chairs and fold their hands, in kindergarten and that. And then as the years progress, then socially they learn more of coming up to their friend and saying, looks like you're not having maybe such a good day. You want to talk about it, or can I help you with it? Or if somebody falls, you always have 2 or 3 people who come up and they'll ask them, you need some help and that. So I think it develops as the child develops, throughout the years.
My favorite part about the Meadows is when I get to I get PE. It's so fun. You get to run, throw footballs, play kickball, lots more. My favorite thing about the Meadows is the teachers encourage you so much here, and it's just when you come here, you get to see all your friends, and no one puts you down, and it teaches you a lot. My earliest memory at the Meadows was when I was in kindergarten. I was playing kickball, and I haven't played ever. I never knew how I kicked, and my brother's just like, oh, because he was in 4th grade then. And then he's like, with all his friends, so he's like, oh, get close, she can't kick. And then I kicked a home run immediately.
Well, in 5th grade, we're about adding sophistication to the writing. Especially here at the Meadows, they've been taught sentence structure and paragraphs and topic sentences since they were in 1st grade. We work on them being open-minded to not using words they've used forever, like get and got. We got there versus we arrived. Once they get it, you can see them kind of switch on. And then I start using words like, we're wordsmithing this. Now you've written it, now the fun begins. Now we get to play with the words. And if you can get them to buy into that, they're off and running.
I think that the students surprise me every day. The music room is all about learning music through play. That's what Orff believed. The curriculum that we use here at the Meadows is called the Orff-Schulwerk approach, which is an approach for teaching children music that is strictly based off of playing and improvisation. I think the hardest part is you gotta go slow. So if I brought Ring Around the Rosie to kindergarten, we would probably just sing it and hold hands in a circle and fall down. By the time we get to 5th grade, we could play all of the rhythms for Ring Around the Rosie in canon on different instruments and create some kind of form with it. So I would probably take that song and they would hear it every year for like 6 years and you like build on it. And by the time you get to 5th grade, there's so much that you can do with this silly song that they learned when they were in pre-K.
What I like about the teachers in the Meadows are some are nice, some are strict, and some are just right. And they always teach us a lot, and I've learned a lot from Meadows.
Favorite part is PE probably because it's fun. Like you don't have to run laps, you just play games and stuff.